Alright, we're gonna finish the rest of this quest. Here Lies the Abyss. It's a really fun quest. And I know that because I've played this quest 2 times already. But my footage keeps fucking up. So, let's hope 3rd time's a charm. It all works out. I don't think I've ever been down there. I didn't even realize there was a down there. We'll check that later on. Right now, I'm gonna do this quest. I'm gonna do basically what I did in my previous completions. But I'm not gonna go after. I'm not gonna bother looting stuff or
I tracked that Venatori mage back to Adamant Fortress.
doing too many side objectives.
Now in the war room.
Thanks for coming.
You did well, Varric. The Inquisitor is just who we need.
Oh, it's been great. Murderous
This
wardens,
motherfucker taller than me?
archdemon attacks, plenty of blood mages and crazy Templars.
You taller than me, son?
Just like home.
You taller
I
than
know
me,
how
son?
much you hated leaving Kirkwall.
You
This
taller
is the
than me,
advent
son?
of Thetis.
Gonna
they
get
eat
it.
snails here.
This
Still,
fucker's taller than
I
me.
think I need to
The
finish
red?
this out. If it weren't for me and Bartrand, none of this would have happened.
Can't tell.
So much for changing our lives.
That's what happens when you try to change things.
Things
Things
change.
change. You can't always control how.
Hawk, you didn't change shit. You fucking suck, Hawk. You fucking suck. I hate you. Fucking chump. Well, let's do this shit, son. You got fucking bullshits hanging behind them. It's ridiculous. Let's do this shit. Begin the cutscene.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sabres. They've already delivered the trebuchets.
That is the good news.
But what about the demons?
None of that accounts for the Wardens summoning a giant demon army.
That is the bad news.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate. But if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
It sounds like our best option.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it. But we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some wardens may be sympathetic to our cause.
The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
By the way, this is something they do repeatedly during this quest. They keep referring to the mages and the warriors. Now, of course, mages are a class. And, you know, they're like a political entity, you know, they're like mutants, you know, they got the powers, it's innate, they could do magic. So that's cool, you know, refer to them as mages, that's what they always refer to them as. But I think this is the only quest, this only writing, where they refer to people as warriors when they're like soldiers. Like, warrior is just like class, right? It's just like you know, an abstraction of like professional fighters, right? But for some reason, you know, they call them warriors in here. I guess it's to to draw the distinction. This is the mundane human fighters, or not necessarily human, but this is the mundane fighters, and this is the mages. But they could have just called them soldiers. Why didn't they just call them soldiers? They could have called them soldiers. They call them warrior. It's making me think about like, oh shit, oh if that's the warriors, where's the rogues? LOL. Fuck you, game, for even making me think this bullshit. And fuck Twitch for fucking up my feed. You're fucking up my shit, making me play this shit again. Actually, it's like one of the coolest quests, so I'm not really that upset. But, you know, still, you know, you fucked up, Twitch. I'm just gonna assume this Twitch is falling out my fault. Because, you know, I'm without fault, as you well know. Anyways, let's read this bullshit, because I know you guys can't read. Some of you can't read. I can't read. I'm just gonna intuitize this. Adamant Fortress has withstood countless Darkspawn attacks without falling. The Grey Wardens defending its walls are legendary warriors. To prevent Warden Commander Clarel from raising an army of demons, Inquisition forces will need siege engines powerful enough to breach Adamant's defenses. Recommended levels 12 to 15. Confirm operation. Let's do this shit. That's actually a pretty good excuse. It's like an ancient fucking fortress, so it cannot withstand modern siege equipment. That's fucking smart. Oh man, I just snapped my fingers and my finger's so swollen it hurt like shit. Alright. This is what we're taking. Coal. I don't normally take coal too much. Partially for mechanical purposes. His AI is really stupid and it doesn't know how to flank people. And he's not wearing plates, so he just gets fucked up all the time. He just gets fucking obliterized. And the other reason is that, you know, he's just not quite as cool as the other characters, you know, in my opinion. I'm sure you'll feel differently. He's not a bad character. I would say he's a good character. But the other characters are great characters, you know. It's just how it is. Also, mostly it's the mechanical issue. His mechanics suck. His AI sucks. That's what it boils down to. The game doesn't know how to have the party members do flanking attacks. Maybe it knows how to make like the enemy NPCs do it, but my NPCs don't know how to do it. Oh! No! My holy army marches on all opposers. Rivals shall be damned, tossed down before my mighty legions. Battle of Helm's Deep, where I'm the orc. Holy shit, look at that mortar, it's a giant fist. Look how fucking big it is. Oh my lord. Were they that big in real life? It's just like 30 feet tall, son. Ah! That boulder was like 100 pounds at least. How did that get through it? Just been lifting weights. Wilhelm scream. Good guys fighting good guys cause of misunderstandings. Sure is grim dark. Dun, 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 dun. Take that, blonde motherfucker. Then my hero comes in. I'm a badass motherfucker. And it's really lucky that they didn't drop any rocks on my head, or the game would be fucking over. And the forces of evil would instantly win. I got that. I'm gonna blow everyone up. So that's what happens. You get blown up. It's called I'm a fucking OP motherfucker. See this motherfucker? Fuck him. Fuck also this wall I'm hitting. Kill him. Kill him. Spell him from the ceiling. Okay. You saw my helmet pop off right before the cutscene started? You saw that shit?
Pull back! They're through!
Alright, you better pull back for me, son.
Have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
You should have told me this over the radio. Or told me this before I came here. But okay, this is more dramatic. Get it done.
Whatever it takes, Cullen. If we lose here, we lose everything.
Understood, Inquisitor. Warden Stroud will guard your back. Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. He's assisting them until you arrive.
Yo!
There's too much resistance on the walls. Our men on the ladders can't get a foothold.
How did you know that?
Clear out
Are you
the
telepathic?
enemies on the battlements. We'll cover your advance.
That feels like dialogue they wrote kind of wanting him to be on the other side of a radio. They don't have magic radios in this universe. So he just shows up and he is like, oh yeah, there's like a demon there. And the demon throws the dude over. So now he knows. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, game. Fuck. No, it's awesome. It was sweet. This motherfucker's dead. He is doomed. Listen. I'm the fucking player character. You are in this game just so I have something to beat. So I feel good about myself. That means you are born to lose. Born loser. They made a book about you. I just made that up. I'm sure that's a book name. Sounds like a book name. I don't know. I don't read. So I don't know if that's a book. I mean, I'm sure it is a book just because it's like obviously a good title, but I don't know what it's about. I assume it's some sort of, it's probably non-fiction. Boring losers. Probably like $10. Probably a non-fiction book, a book about werewolves, you know, all sorts of stuff. Hey, werewolves are cool, right? But their special effects are too fucking expensive. Right. In flowing formal script, all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one. An addendum underneath it, painted quickly and soppily. Stick this in your taint, Blighty. Blighty, of course, for those of you who don't know, is a slur for Grey Wardens, and we are fighting the Grey Wardens. So you know, the first quote was, you know, they had like some priests come in, and the priest was like, you know, we're all fighting, but we are all brothers, and war is, you know, something that's, you know, terrible, but we have to do it for the greater good. But, you know, it's regrettable. And the other one is like, LOL, fuck these guys. And then he starts singing, back in black, motorbike. And then, you know, he had tanks rolling over. You know, it's cool. You know, irreverent and awesome. Because, you know, fuck everyone who's different from you. As proven by video games. You see these guys? They're demons. So they're dead. Demons, go back to Fade. I sure wouldn't want to go to Fade. It's a pretty crazy place. I mean, I was in the Fade at the beginning of the game. You will remember, a billion hours ago.
Stay back. We will not be sacrificed for some insane ritual.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Alright, so anyways, worlds are awesome, right? Worlds are really cool, but unlike vampires and zombies, special effects are pretty,
Keep your
expensive.
distance.
The special effects,
Not to kill Warden.
that requires killing wardens.
All right, my men will stay back.
It's kind
You
of,
are no part of this.
it's kind of
Deal
a
with
bullshit.
Corral as you must.
What I should have said was,
I had hoped some of the wardens would listen to reason.
what I should have said was just, you motherfuckers should have started doing this shit before he went crazy, she went crazy, and fucking summoned all these demons, you punk motherfuckers. But you know, whatever. That option wasn't in the game. I mean, I'm sure that was the spirit of what I said. They know that. You know, I know that. You know that certainly. You know, generally summoning demons, historically, never works out. You know, actually that's not true. In World of Warcraft, you know, there's nominally good warlocks who summon demons. So I guess that is a game where it works. And I'm sure you, the audience at home, know other games where this is also shown up. But generally speaking, it is, you know, generally speaking, summoning demons doesn't work for good guy factions. It oftentimes doesn't work for bad guy factions. And in this setting, it like never works out ever, basically. There's a reason the player character can't summon demons. I mean, I can summon spirits as a necromancer. And the demon's basically a spirit. But listen, don't argue with me. I just made a really good point and then I fucked up my own point, you know, in the span of 2 seconds. But you know, it's not the same as fucking demon army. It's not the same. Duh. Because the word's different. Listen, don't argue with me. This shit's blood magic. Necromancy is not blood magic, so it's cool. It's true because the Chantry told me. If you want to argue with the Chantry, then you're a heretic. Then you dead. Right? That's what's up. You be dead. Because I'd be exalted marching on your ass. So anyways, werewolves are cool, right? But they're so expensive. Because, you know, you gotta like, it's like, become a big monster, and there's fur, and fur is like one of the hardest things to animate because it has to move around. I mean, clearly, BioWare doesn't know how to animate hair. If they had to animate werewolves, they'd be fucked. Yes, there's werewolves in the previous games, and yes, their hair isn't awesome. It's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Werewolves are cool. We need more cool werewolf movies. You got all these fucking werewolves that are stupid. They're fucking Twilight. They're just big fucking wolves. Fuck that. know some other bullshit? Wolfman werewolves, they suck. You know what's the only type of good werewolf? It's like the humanoid, like 8 foot tallish, but still wolfish werewolf, like the Skyrim werewolf. Skyrim werewolf, that's great. The werewolf from the Howling, that's great. Werewolf from Underwood, great. You know what's not great? Benicio del Toro trying to do a British accent in Wolfman. I don't even remember when that shit came out. It came out in 2011. Fuck that movie, man. Fuck that movie. It's bullshit. I'll take shit from Benicio del Toro. That's a fool. He looks silly. He is silly. You know what? He's gonna be like the third build villain in some stupid Marvel movie. Probably 3 years after I do this conversation. And he'll be great, man. He's a good actor. I'm not just hating on him, but you know what I'm saying. It's like that movie. I mean, they sort of didn't know what it wanted to be. Like, is this movie? Is this like funny? Like, is this schlock? Like, is this like Commando, where it's like, you know, he rips off the dude's arm, and the dude goes like, ooh, and then he's like, LOL, he ripped off that dude's arm. Or is it like, oh my god, this is terrifying? I mean, I guess you could be both if you're good, but that movie wasn't good, so it was just stupid. You know, so fuck that movie. I enjoyed watching it, so you know, I don't care. I'm still gonna talk shit. Fuck this person. You know who else fuck? Fuck the Patriots. They fucking won the Super Bowl. A bunch of cheating motherfuckers. Spygate, Deflategate, every other gate. Cheatergate is what I call them. They are scum. Scum of the earth. They are the worst. And of course, New York Jets fan, otherwise known as a sufferer. The New York Jets are the only organization I hate more than the Patriots. Because, their owner is an idiot. Their owner is dumb motherfucker who doesn't know anything, and is a stupid asshole. That's right, Woody Johnson, owner of the New York Jets, also owner of Johnson & Johnson, the baby powder company. You may recall was once referenced in a rap lyric by the great Notorious B.I.G. when he said, what did he say? I don't even remember what he said. He says something like, oh, sold more powder than Johnson & Johnson, you know, it's like an analogy? I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? Similar? It's not similar. Similar is when you say like. It's red like a rose. That was my poetry. Wasn't I supposed to tell someone to do something? Hawk, stay up here with these assholes.
Inquisitor, always a pleasure.
Protect my troops, asshole.
Good work.
You dumb fuck.
Stay with my forces.
Hawk is a bitch. You guys may not know this, but Hawk basically was a big giant bitch for all of Dragon Age 2. Which is part of why Dragon Age 2 was a disappointing game. Basically, Hawk went around doing fetch quests like all good RPG heroes, but you know, he just felt like a chump. You know, he spent a lot of, like, half the game doing quests for mundane, you know, criminal organizations that were unfun and boring, busy work, and had no callbacks or references. But you know, it's not his fault. He's a fictional character. It's the writer's fault. But it couldn't help but make me feel like, you know, he was a fucking bitch. He was a chump.
How many of them are there? Orcs saved a lot of lives on the battlefield. Not all the wardens are